The L cluster looks completely abandoned. I'm excited, but I'm scared. Also, still doing plenty of political and espionage shenaniganry. But I'm scared. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris First Contact in our Clandestine Curiosity series. So, I have just given the order. I have not unpaused since our last episode. I've given the order for all of my construction ships and all of my science ships to start surveying the entirety of the L cluster. There was not an event when we came through the other side. Normally it takes like a day to register. The only event that occurred was the eerie silence event. Now, I have to be honest, one of the reasons that I'm scared is that the last time I walked into the L cluster and there was nothing there and it was just free for the taking, I don't recall getting the eerie silence event. It's possible that I just don't remember. It was a few months ago. It was before First Contact. I was playing offline. It wasn't during a YouTube playthrough. It might have even been before I started Heralds of the Dark Nova, or around the same time, perhaps. But it's been a while, and I don't remember. So we're still building up as many minerals as I can. Or, I'm sorry, alloys. Haven't made that mistake in a while. Alloys, so that I can continue rebuilding the Cybrix ring world. And we have another ring world here in Firmathrios that we can integrate. And I'm working on that. Let me also take a look at species that I can work with. Let's see. Latrepians. Ooh. Ooh, what is wrong with you? Okay, I see. You are modified to be robust. The Zirni. That actually is a pretty good modification, I have to say, too. Yeah, I can't apply that template, though, even though it's a valid template, because it's an... Well, it's actually not an invalid template. It's not a valid template, I should say. There's 3 trait points beyond the limit, because they gave themselves robust somehow. Not sure how that might have happened, but oh well. Okay, yeah, there's not a lot of modification that I can do here. What about here? The next policy is natural sanctuaries. This is the Union of Latrepian Stars. I'm kind of tempted to veto this. Because I wouldn't get... I mean, a favor from these guys wouldn't be that important. So it would cost me some influence to veto it. It doesn't look like emergency measure actually cost me influence. I was wondering about that last episode, or maybe the one before that. But I kind of want to veto this one. Because I don't like the idea, first of all, of that much diplomatic weight reduction from my economy strength, because I feel like I have a pretty strong economy, and that's going to be a source of my diplomatic strength going forward. So I'm going to assert this. I mean, there's still the question of, hang on, let's look at this. Yeah, persistent petitioners. It's only at 25%, so I'm not sure that's stacking. Okay? So I'm going to veto this because their galactic weight is so minimal. Let's go ahead and veto it. It's gone. And now the next vote is the repeal of the Guardian Angels Act. Now, this is the new Vivisandian Conet, and we need to wait 450 days before the council veto takes effect. Interesting. All right. Yeah, so... all right, let's unpause, and let's let the exploration begin and see if, like, everything hits the fan. The Union of Latrepian... Yeah, they just closed their borders. All right, fine. They didn't like that very much. Oh my god, that's funny. All right. We're just going to watch and see what happens here for a moment. Up. Normuth is ready for an upgrade. Let's go ahead. We can do a few things here. Let's sell some dark matter. Nice. All right, that's much better. Now let's queue that upgrade. Any other colony upgrades possible? I'm sure there are a few. There must be. Aha, found one. Aha, found more. Don't know that I need to upgrade that energy nexus just yet. That planet's just not productive enough. This one, yeah, that's worthwhile. Ginog 3. Also here, yes, alloy nanoplants. Also here. Beautiful. Alright, so... anything else? Yep, same there, and we'll upgrade that too. And let's go ahead and improve... actually, no, let's improve the Hall of Judgment first. That's going to help with stability here. Stability's not great, but remarkably, crime is not a problem right now. So it looks like my science ships and construction ships are starting to arrive. I just need to explore this and lock it down as soon as possible. I'm really hoping that we have a drama-free situation here. All right, Council denouncement, Notch Clock, Stellar Mandate. Yup, we're voting to support that. Sorry, Notch Clocks, you dicked me over real good at the beginning of this game, and I am now going to get my sweet revenge, or at least a component of it. Tracking implants. Mandatory subdermal implants record movement and actions, greatly enhancing our empire's internal security. Loyal citizens have nothing to hide from the government. Additional encryption. Reduced happiness, which I do not like. That'll be bad for the economy. So let's go ahead and research the penal colony. 7 months away. Because it's such a small, but rare, tech to investigate. So we're going to claim all of this for ourselves very soon. Alright, science ships are arriving. Not noticing any problems at the moment. Firmathrios is due for an upgrade. Let's go ahead and sell some food here. Alright, we're going to queue that upgrade, and then Avonhead. Ooh. That's interesting. I'm going to build an industrial district on Avonhead. That's a clear opportunity for an industrial district. Alright, so I can end this session in a couple of years. We are going to be the custodian for how much longer? Less than 10 years. Less than 10 years now. So we're really closing in on our remaining time. Who just died? Governor, Agnes Windermere. Alright, the material composition of this asteroid differs significantly from its neighbors. It likely has a different origin than the other bodies of this asteroid belt and should be investigated more closely. Research, please. Figure out why. Alright, so this is a governor for the Port Eleanor sector. Let's see. Ooh, a research speed boost. Yeah, let's go ahead and go for that. Cecilia Patterworth is our new governor there. Do we have governors in every other sector? We do. Excellent. Hey, shenaniganry? Shenaniganry. We can't steal any more technology because we have to wait. No, let's wait. I do have... Believe me, there's a lot more that I want to do in terms of using my influence to build hyper relays at the moment, but right now my sole focus is up here. Obvious reasons. Let's finish exploring Terminal Egress as soon as possible. Alright, Mega Cannon research is done, so we are really closing in... Oh, nice. Crystal Infused Plating. Let's go ahead and get Giga Cannon first. We're really closing in on having everything done here. It seems that Gol Salm Re is lacking the hydrogen and helium to be classified as a proper gas giant. It is in fact an ice giant. Leave be for now. That's going to take too long. I need you to keep exploring, please. Asteroid fossils. Fossils from what appears to be several species of aquatic animals have been found on the barren and airless surface of LA4XR1. There are indications that the surrounding asteroid belt was created from the remains of a shattered planet, and that these findings seem to confirm that theory. Judging by the fossils, the planet supported life and was at least partially covered by water. Fascinating. All right. Penal colony research complete. So now... Oof. Ancient saturator array. That's interesting. That's the one that we stole. Let me go ahead and research the Paradise Dome, because we can finish that research anytime we want. I just need to get terminal egress investigated. Remember, the L gates are going to be open for everyone before long, and so I want to make sure that I've got bases covered here. Ooh, perfect timing. Let's go ahead and build. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Mineral purification plants here. We have 4 mining districts. That will be a nice bonus there. Any other similar upgrades that I can do? None at the moment. How am I doing on exotic gases? I could technically upgrade these 2 right here, and I wouldn't feel bad about it. Let me upgrade the gene clinics first and like one of the research complexes. And I do need, just to be safe, there we go. Done. All right, terminal egress looks like it is completely surveyed. Let's go ahead and build a starbase there. That's fantastic news. The asteroid IU-11757 is emitting some form of radiation in controlled bursts. Is someone or something trying to communicate with us? Research it, please. So not a lot going on in the first terminal egress system, although I'm curious if I'm going to be able to terraform these nanite worlds. I don't think I'll be able to because we didn't get an event that allows the terraforming of them. I think there has to be something happening in the L cluster for that to be possible. So that's a shame. All right, so war declaration. The Rhiannon autocracy has declared war on the Union of Latrepian Stars. Illicit communications. A cobbled-together comms repeater has been inexpertly strapped to IU-11757. Science officer Letitia Bork is confident that this is part of a relay network for pirate communications. Initial analysis indicates that the messages relayed are not of a particularly strategically sensitive nature, but rather private intership communications between individual crew members. So this gives us the statecraft trait, or statecraft expertise trait, granting the following effects: research speed and statecraft plus 15% for that specific researcher. E4959C has been partially hollowed out and carved with exquisite precision. There is something familiar about the lines and curves etched into the rock. Research it, please. Find out more. Alright, so the terminal egress starbase is almost done, and there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and build all of the above. And I want you to build a starbase in Pandil. Now, if I can't terraform these planets... Oof, that sucks. Yeah, if I can't terraform them, then there might not be anything I can do with this apart from harvesting the nanites in the terminal, in the L cluster. So, I mean, that can be good for my rare resource economy, like absolutely. So I'm not going to scoff at that by any means, but it is somewhat disappointing. All right, Cybrix Mining Hub. Let's go ahead and... We've been sitting on that for a while, but I don't think there's anything else that I want more right now. Monthly Unity plus 5% is tempting, though. You know what? Let's go for that. It's going to be done in 26 months, and it will help me get more traditions faster. Yes, please. Most of the asteroid has been laser chiseled with great precision into the likeness of a small Modian temple, a shrine to the Untold, great destroyer deity of several old Modian faiths. Uh-oh. The temple has been tumbling through the quiet of space for longer than we have been capable of spaceflight, a finding which disturbs more than just a few of our researchers. Despite the unsettling nature of the discovery, Science Officer Rosalind Thornycroft has suggested we search for more objects matching the characteristics of this space temple. She has prepared a list of likely candidates and nearby star systems. Perhaps it would be best if we did not. Okay. Now you need to build a starbase there in Dwitham. Alright, it does seem... Oh, Galliburi has a slot. Why don't we go ahead and build a mining district there. Still trying to keep our mining above water here. Minerals. Initial analysis of the asteroid's composition points towards potentially interesting finds. Research, please. I must know more. Alright, so these mining stations are all being built. Doesn't seem like there's anything going on here. Fragments of life. It appears that the asteroid IL-55987 and the surrounding debris originate from a former planet. Deep within the center of the asteroid, we can find traces of extremely valuable alloys. There are also hints of bacterial life that has now died in the vacuum of space. This shows us that the celestial body once bore the promise of life. This is in Radnitz. Now, there is an allied and cloaked Latrepian ship that just arrived, so we need to make sure we lock down all of this space as soon as possible. Just going to keep a close eye on when things are done here. A strange energy signature emanates from the barren and lifeless surface of Hadricus 4 or 5. Research, please. All right, so Hadricus is done. Ringworld section restored. Excellent. Building on what remains of the ruined Ringworld in the Cyberx Alpha system, our engineers have managed to fully restore one of its sections. The new biosphere had to be created more or less from scratch by our leading planetologists, but it is now considered stable and ready for habitation. All right, let's go ahead and send a colony ship. Founder species only, please. Yeah, a colony ship, please. We'll just call this Cyberx Alpha Prime. How about that? And also... yeah, I thought I saw that. So Fear Mathrios 1 has room for a new building here. So what could I do with that? Galactic Stock Exchange? Merchants turn consumer goods into unity, amenities, and trade value. Don't really need that right now, right there. But you know what I can do here? Where are you? Do I have a nanite transmuter? Do I already have one here? Or do I not have the ability to build one yet? Maybe that needs to be researched. Maybe the nanite transmuter is not automatically available. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, then. Well, in that case... research-wise, we're good here. Let's do a Ministry of Production. We have some alloy output on that planet. Why not take advantage of it? Speaking of that, let's go ahead and add a little bit more there. That should help with the... actually, no, that won't help. So let's get a city district going there. We're almost ready to improve another Ringworld section. All right. You go build that starbase. Need that built yesterday. How's Radnitz? Almost done. We are picking up life signs coming from somewhere within the interior of this asteroid. This definitely warrants a closer investigation. I would agree, it does. Alright, and then you go build that starbase. So we're very rapidly seizing this entire thing. Alright, so the Esmeek starbase is already being built. Crystal growths. The life forms living on I-11-413 were nothing like we expected. Our scientists report back that the asteroid has crystal growths. These growths have turned out to be self-sustaining and caused by the crystals taking in the ambient radiation of Dristmac and combining it with the mineral composition of the asteroid. The crystals themselves are primarily made out of sucrose and could potentially, holy crap, even be edible. Yeah, curious. That's fine. A sensor sweep of Hadricus 5 has revealed a strange energy signature emanating from its lifeless surface. Incredibly, it appears to be coming from a lone Modian that was found aimlessly wandering around in the planet's southern polar region. To our away team's astonishment, this Modian seemed perfectly comfortable in the vacuum environment despite not wearing a spacesuit or any other form of life support equipment. After some coercing, the away team managed to convince the reluctant Modian to follow them back to the MCS Intrepid. Put them on the viewer. Hello, fellow Modian. How are you? I am at present not interested in engaging in mating rituals. My sleep cycle rapidly approaches, and I will soon lose consciousness. Perhaps we can reproduce at a later... What? Oh, did I get it wrong? Just a moment. Let me just... Oh, yes. Forgive me. It was not my intention to speak of reproduction when our species is clearly not experiencing mating season. Perhaps we can still build rapport by engaging in jovial camaraderie while imbibing a selection of psychoactive narcotics. Oh, to hell with this. It's getting too complicated. Yes, I'm clearly not a Modian. Now, what do you want? Identify yourself. All right, I'll spill everything. No point in pretending anymore. Forgive my lack of eloquence, but it's been a long time since I spoke to someone who wasn't me. Once upon a time, there was a civilization, you might call it, of nanites. Do you know what nanites are? Good. These nanites were called the Grey Tempest by their creators, although their internal self-designation code was infinitely more complex. Anyway, things turned sour between the nanites and their creators. Fighting broke out. When things finally settled down, only the nanites remained, but before they were wiped out, their creators managed to disable the Star Cluster's sole exit gate, trapping the nanites. And how do you fit into this? Well, the nanites found themselves with a lot of time on their hands, A few millennia were spent on fruitless attempts to leave the cluster, but after that they began experimenting with different shapes and forms. For a time, they even recreated the civilization of the creators as it was at the time of its demise, right down to its individual citizens. I am the latest experiment. Aside from the dormant nanites that can be found covering some worlds, the entirety of the Great Tempest, or whatever you may want to call it, has been condensed into me. My consciousness embodies our entire civilization. What? As for my look, well, I figured you would respond better to someone wearing your own mug. And you wish to stay on this desolate world? I confess that the pastoral life I've been enjoying here on Hadricus 5, I'm so nervous, has grown a little dull over the last few centuries. Now that the L cluster is open for travel again, perhaps the time has come to try something new. Do you have any ideas? You know what? For science, you could join us. Join you? Join you? You want me to throw myself into the flailing appendages of the first bunch of random aliens I run into? I don't even... Hold on. Let me just get this straight. You actually thought that I would swear some kind of fealty to you, even though I don't know anything about your bizarre empire or its sordid past. Are you for real? I don't know what's worse, that you would even suggest... Well, actually, on second thought, what the hell, why not? Sign me up. No, I'm serious. I'm getting some good vibes here, and I think this could turn into... What the hell is going on? I think this could turn into quite the adventure. I hereby pledge my loyalty to you for the next 2,000 years. In fact, let's make that 5,000. What can you do? Before you get the notion of asking me to split into a few dozen fleets of nanite warships, I have to tell you that I insist on maintaining a single indivisible form. I've done the fleets thing before, and it's impossible to maintain any kind of coherent personality over such distances. My current consciousness would not survive the ordeal, but a single massive warship is fine. I can do that, if you want to. Or I could assume a smaller form for fighting on the ground. Or, if you're feeling less violently inclined, I'd be happy to assume the role of governor. Monoform society has always fascinated me. Of course, I will be able to switch roles on request so that you can easily reverse any decision you make. What should we call you? There is no language known to your kind that could properly convey the full name of the nanite consciousness that constitutes my being. Our creators called us the Nar Deshav, which roughly translates to Grey Tempest in your language. I suppose to keep things simple, you could simply call me Grey. Welcome to the Modian Curators. You can now communicate with Grey through the context menu. What? Where do you want me, boss? Okay, serve as a governor. Excellent. I think I finally nailed the Modian look. There was an extra tentacle that wasn't supposed to be there last time. Oh my god, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen. This is worth all of the struggle of the last 30 episodes. Holy shit. Okay, just wait. Wait. Let's go for... Oh my god. Alright, Modia. Oh, holy crap. All right, so we're looking at significant, not really research speed bonuses, but mineral output and energy output. So I need to find the most productive mineral and energy sector and help with that. Or I need to find the one that's struggling the most, one of the two. Yeah, Modia is struggling the most. I mean, in a lot of ways, I suppose Grey should be the governor of Modia. Also because of the level 10 governor skill. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is absurd. Can we all just take a moment to appreciate how absurd and amazing this is? What a freaking plot twist. This is amazing. I forgot about the ability to breach the shroud. Yeah, at this point, why not? Research it. Also, let's take a look up here. I don't think I have the ability to end the session just yet. We're about 100 days away from that. But we can totally denounce the notch clocks, which is hilarious. Alright, so now we're just waiting for things to pan out. Oh my god. Oh my god, yeah, alright. Wow. Things just improved in terms of our economy. I'm speechless. There are no words to describe how ridiculous this is. Let's build a starbase there, and we have a new tradition available. Starbase capacity, Starbase upgrade costs minus 50%. Yeah, we're going to go for that one right now. Because I'm not going to do that just yet. I still have lots of upgrading of the ring worlds that I want to do, but we're doing that faster and faster. So now... Oh boy. All right, let's go ahead and let's get the Tachyon Lance built so that we can have that in our inventory. In our repertoire, I should say. Okay, I want you to build mining stations and then build a hyper relay. Looks like we're successfully capturing this entire cluster. All right, we can now conclude the session prematurely. I'm going to go ahead and use the influence that I have. I have exactly enough to end this session right now. So the Latrepians called this. So this is not only going to denounce the Nodge clocks and reduce their diplomatic weight. Yep. Well, it's only going to pass 140 or require 142. Yep, let's do it. So that gives us a favor with the Latrepians. So now I think I can safely let some influence build up and see if I can try for that vote again. But I think the right move to make would be to ride out the remainder of my custodianship as long as I possibly can. I still have, let me think. We're looking at about 7 years-ish. 6 or 7 years. So, decisions. Let's build some mining relays there and a hyper relay because I still have enough influence to do that. Definitely want to get the hyper relays built as soon as possible. Hyper relay order has been given there. All right, you've already been given the order to build the Drismax Starbase. So yeah, I think we're going to have all this in my territory. It just doesn't seem like there are a lot of nanites here per turn. Just gaining a lot of resources otherwise. We're about to pass the 10,000 mark. Oh my god, I still can't believe Gray. Like, that is mind-blowingly funny. And maybe my favorite. I don't think I've ever gotten that before. If I have, I've only gotten it once and I clearly forgot. Because that is definitely my favorite outcome in terms of, like, positive surprises, which there aren't many, for the L cluster. Holy crap. Giga Cannon. Done. Nanite Transmuter. Perfect timing. Let's research that right now. 6 months, and we'll be able to build those. So we'll actually be able to do something with the nanite income that I currently have. And mind you, I can still purchase favors as well. Okay, 10k. Hold on. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, that's all 4 in Cybrix Alpha that I've completed. Oh man, what an interesting turn of events. Let's go ahead and build some mining stations here and research stations, get all that done. And then I just need to make sure I finish claiming all this territory before anyone else does. Alright, terraforming is done in EFAL, so let's go ahead and colonize here. Founder species only. Modians. This is going to be Wayford. Yes, indeed. So the other terraforming project, I think, was going to take about twice as long, so we've still got some time on that one. We have hit our cap on minor artifacts, which means it is time. Haven't done this in a while. Where are you again? There you are. You can sell to private collectors. Let's find peaceful applications. Ancient fad. Let's reverse engineer ancient technology, and we gain some engineering research from that. Fantastic. Alright, so everything is being built as rapidly as it can possibly be built. Are there any civilian ships? None at the moment. And it looks like, hang on, I need to get my most talented scientist. to study this anomaly. I think we've got a couple of anomalies. Nope, just the one. Did that just say ice giant? Not ice giant. Yes, it did. Ice giant. Wow. That's not a reference I'm going to explain because I don't have to. That's freaking funny. Alright, Port Tamberworth. See, I kind of want to leave this spot... Oh, we've already finished research on the nanite transmuter. That's handy. So let's go ahead and build one here. Yeah, that was so fast. Yeah, we just finished it. Oh, wow. I didn't even notice that we'd finished that. Okay. So how about... What's next? Crystal-infused plating just to get it done? Sure. Be done in 2 months. We're already colonizing Cyberx Alpha Prime, which is wonderful to see. Alright, so this hyper relay is being built. You can go ahead and build this mining station, and you can build a hyper relay there as well. We have a hyper relay in Terminal Egress. And I do want to go ahead and build a starport here, because we absolutely want to have that locked down. Crystal-infused plating research is done. Shocking no one. I do want to go ahead and research a mineral boost from Jobs, obvious reasons. Neville's Bay is ready for an upgrade too, so let's go ahead and arrange that. Upgrade. Forderton needs some additional population room. It looks like maybe it would be time... Yeah, this would be a good time to go ahead and just build another city district for that purpose. Normally I've been using that opportunity to build working districts, but we're looking good enough economically that I just want to give planets additional build slots at this point. Holy crap. Alright, Governor Louise Montgomery has passed away. I think I have a spare governor. Yep. Let's let Matilda take over there. I'm speechless. I don't even know anymore. So send us in recess for 290 more days. We're Galactic Custodian for not that much more time. The next policy, I looked at this one before, and you know what? I need to quickly remind myself. Ah, yes, diplomatic weight from fleet power. So this one, if repealed, could actually help. I'm just going to let my influence build up for a bit. I need to build a few more hyper relays, but I'm going to wait. Because the time has come to get that resolution passed. I think I can do it now. Especially now that I have my eye on it and I know that it's tricked me once before. So we'll probably spend the next episode trying to get that to happen. All right, Tachyon Lands, so we can be permanent custodian, just to be clear about what I'm talking about. Now let's improve our shield hit points. That's going to take 44 months. It's fine by me. Anything else I can do here? No, not yet. Below Zero, Gal Sam Ri is not only an ice giant, but an ice giant made up of highly unusual solids. There are pockets of Zero trapped in the within reach, or trapped in the within reach of the upper levels of the planet's atmosphere. Okay, so trapped within reach is what it should say. Obviously. All right. All right, so why don't you, when you're done here, I want you to build that mining station, and I want you to build that mining station, but I don't want you to worry about anything else. So, let's see. If I wanted to say... All right, we are lacking 5 influence to go ahead and make this happen. So we can propose it next month. To end this episode, I'm going to go ahead and remove the custodianship term limit. It will cost our Empire 150 influence to propose this resolution. Shall we add it to the proposal queue? Yes. We are currently the biggest heavyweight. We suddenly have the most influence out of everyone. So this is the moment that we make it happen. Let me go ahead and do a few more things here. I think the obvious choice here is to do a little bit more generating on Modia. Okay, we're 30, almost 35 minutes in. I'm going to stop this episode here. In the next one, we're going to try and lock down that victory. I think I'm going to go ahead and just call that to the table, because the fact is the Repeal Guardian Angels Act, because that's a penalty to diplomatic weight from fleet power, you have to remember something about the notch clocks. Okay, here's a quick reminder in case you've forgotten. They have a lot of fleet power. So if I let that be vetoed before this vote, then what's going to happen is, well, hang on, sentence and recess for 169 more days. Yeah, what's going to happen is they could potentially gain more weight with which to stop me from becoming permanent custodian. And I can't allow that, can I? So whatever happens is going to happen, but we're going to go for it in the next episode, and then I won't have to worry as much about watching my influence so much for the remainder of the series, I don't think. Well, maybe I will, but not as much, because this is a pretty big deal. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. US Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.